My name is Peter. My dad was Silicon Rome named after me, which is ironic, because back in the day, if you ever said the word Rome in my presence, more than likely, I'd beat you with my stick. I even had a standard rule on my fishing boat that was strictly enforced. Dog about Rome, and your ass can swim home alone. I had to have those kind of rules laid down strong, because my younger brother, Drew, and his friends, they like to go around talking about the overthrowing of Rome and the coming of the Messiah instead of focusing on the task at hand, and I'd always be like, look, fellas, unless your Messiah gonna come down right now and help us catch some fish, you all need to shut the heck up and put your undivided focus on these damn nets, eh? Okay? Drew didn't show up for work. Then he come running up to me at the shore at the end of the day when I'm bringing the boat back in, talking about, this is Jesus, bro. He's the Messiah. I ain't fishing no more. I'm just gonna follow him. And this Jesus, who resembled the Messiah about as much as I resemble a ballerina or a dodo, strides on up to me. And he says, catch any fish today? And I says, nah, I did not catch any fish today. And he says, bring the boat back up to the sea and you're gonna catch some fish. I don't know. So I brought Jesus back out with me, huh? Intending to throw his ass overboard. But then he says to me, cast your nets wide and deep. So I did, and then, well, all I can say is that I'm a damn professional commercial fisherman. No one knew the sea and its tides better than me. There weren't no fish out there, but it's because they was all in my net. And then Jesus said, follow me, and I will make you a fisher of men. And what I didn't know then was that I would never see the sea again.
My name is Matthew. I was a Jewish tax collector for the Roman Empire. My job was to take the food out of your mouth and to see it shipped off to Rome. Roman tax was exorbitant and non-negotiable. If you had 6 geese, I took 3. If you had a flock of sheep, I took 50%. If you only had 1 sheep, I cut the sheep in half. And if you had no sheep, I took a child. Your child. And had him or her sold into slavery to settle your debt to the emperor. This is not a made-up story. This is history. This is fact. We were a conquered nation, and I was a traitor to my people. I was a Jew stealing from Jews. According to our laws, I was a sinner and a traitor. I was unclean, unfit to be gazed upon. That's who I was.
I hated your ass to look at it.
And I looked at you, Peter, as a dumb, ignorant fisherman.
And I looked at you, Matthew. Something I can't stand with this company, eh?
I was a scumbag.
Mm-hmm, true that.
I was a scumbag. And it was against the law to look me in the eye. Jesus, he looked me in the eye. That's all he did. He looked me in the eye and said, follow me. And before I knew it, I had. And before we broke bread that night, I was clean again. I was clean.
El Payumi, are we ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor, forgive me the delay. Mother Teresa, I will not take up much of your time here, and you are in no need of an introduction.
I don't mind.
Very well then, Mother. You are a soon-to-be canonized saint and a recipient of the Nobel Prize for Peace. You are from Albania, which tells me you know how to handle a firearm. Yet, from the age of 12, you desired to serve God. At the age of 18, you joined the convent, and at 21, you left for the slums of Calcutta, and soon after, began ministering to the sick and dying, which you did with mercy, love, grace, and generosity for the rest of your life until the day you died, correct?
Yes.
Yes, Mother. Now then, Mother, I brought you to the stand today for a very special purpose.
And what is that?
Yes, I'm getting to it, Mother. Mother, your life and subsequent canonization suggests to me that you know a thing or two about God and the life of the Spirit, correct?
I know what I know, but what do you want to know?
Yes, Mother. Is there a hell?
I hope not, but I think so.
Judas Iscariot. He is in hell, correct?
Huh. We can never know for sure, but it don't look good.
Mother, should we feel sorry for people in hell?
Oh, very sorry, Jess.
Does God feel sorry for people in hell?
More sorry than us, Jess.
Yes, but Mother, if God feels so sorry, why doesn't he just bring the damned upstairs? 3 huts and a cot, Surely God has that power.
Boy, God can lead us anywhere, but sometimes the people, they don't want to go. And if the people don't want to go, then what are you going to do?
Yes, but these people don't prefer to go to hell.
You'd be surprised. Do you know what despair is, boy?
Mother, illuminate me.
I will tell you what Thomas Merton, who is a very handsome boy like you, I will tell you what that boy had to say about despair. You may not know this, but I, at one time in my life, suffered the great spiritual darkness.
Oh, no, not you!
Quiet now, boy! Yes, for many, many years I suffered a terrible pain of loss, of God not wanting me, of God not being God, and God not really existing. One day I confided my feelings to a friend, an Irish nun, one of the Sisters of Loreto from Dublin, Ireland. My friend, Sister Glenna, she quoted to me Thomas Merton on the subject of despair. She said,
Despair is the ultimate development of a pride so great and so stiff-necked that it selects the absolute misery of damnation rather than accept happiness from the hands of God and thereby acknowledge that He is above us and that we are not capable of fulfilling our destiny by ourselves.
do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Can you repeat it?
Oh, yes, sure.
Despair is the ultimate development of a pride so great and so stiff-necked that it selects the absolute misery of damnation rather than accept happiness from the hands of God and thereby acknowledge that He is above us and that we are not capable of fulfilling our destiny by ourselves.
Yes, I think I see.
Judas, he succumbed to despair. The music of God's love and grace kept playing, but he made himself hard of hearing, like me, no? I need this earphone device to hear you. Just without it, I can now hear nothing. Judas, he threw his earphones away, and that is very sad, but that is what he chose, and that is what happened.
Yes, but Mother, couldn't God have just obtained a megaphone and simply shouted instructions into Judas's ear?
Boy, one must participate in one's own salvation. In order to hear, one must be willing to listen. When you turn off God, you are saying, I know better than you. It's no good, boy, no good.
No good indeed. Mother, you are a ravishing delight, and I thank you for your expert and astute testimony.
Cross.
Mother Teresa, upon receiving your Nobel Prize, did you state to the world, quote, the biggest obstacle to global peace in the world today is abortion?
Yes, I said that.
Do you honestly believe that?
Yes, I do.
You accepted large cash donations from the Duvalier family in Haiti, correct?
Yes.
Duvalier being a dictator who murdered and stole from his people?
He gave, I took.
Blood money.
No, cashier's check.
You also took from Charles Keating, the savings and loan scam artist who robbed American citizens of billions of dollars.
For the poor, I took it. You got $5, I'll take from you.
You opposed the Vatican II reform, which among other things calls for a long overdue official condemnation of anti-Semitism as it relates to the death of Christ. Did you oppose Vatican II, Mother Teresa?
Yes.
You blamed the wars of the world on abortion, took blood money from murders and thieves, and opposed taking a stance against anti-Semitism? I'm having difficulty understanding why we're supposed to consider you an expert on having anything to do with the spirit.
Oh, yes.
Jess.
Then maybe you better figure it out.
I had 2 abortions, Mother Teresa. What do you think about that?
I will pray for you and your children.
I don't have any children.
Not anymore, and that's terrible.
Mother Teresa, if abortion is so terrible, how come I'm not in hell?
I don't know. Did anybody tell you you weren't?
Must be nice to have all the answers.
Must be hard to have only questions.
I can live with my questions, Mother Teresa. But if you can live with those answers, then with all due respect, I'd say your place is not in heaven with the saints, but with the rest of the dinosaurs living in the Stone Age. Nothing further.
Mother Teresa, I wonder if you will join me in wondering just who the hell defense counsel thinks she's speaking like that to.
It's okay, boy. Everybody want to say something.
Yes.
Nobody want to listen nothing.
Yes, Mother. And on that well-struck note, I think we should go back and address some of the outlandish...
I go now?
But Mother, I'm not finished.
I go now?
Yes, I see. But I think we should all emblaze it in our memories. Yes, sir.
Maybe you give this earphone device to the girl, like this. Maybe girl gonna hear something make her head don't hurt no more.
There's nothing wrong with my head.
Cunningham, stand down.
Be nice.